Hello and welcome to the HGC or Hardcore Gamers Club, your safe spot for all things gaming. Today's video is regarding cleaning and maintenance of your PS4, PlayStation 4. Take a look at this. You see this dust buildup? This is the #1 killer of all your game systems. Okay, this particular box was in for an HDMI port replacement. However, I wanted to show a better cleaning and maintenance video because the other one I put up was covering repasting of the box, and a lot of people that were just doing the cleanings were thinking that they had to do that. Absolutely not necessary. You should never have to take off the top one for cleaning and maintenance. You don't need to take off the hard drive cover unless you want to, but the main thing for your clean out for preventative maintenance on these systems is the 3 lower screws on the bottom. Remove the seals, and yes, that does void your warranty. You'll take a T8 or T9 screwdriver, security Torx. The T8s work perfectly fine. You'll turn them to the left, and then the bottom half of this will just pop right off nice and gently. And see here, you can see the dust building up in the vent areas where the air comes in. You can see where the majority of the air comes in. Sorry about the autofocus, but you see how the dust is building up in the fan? That is the #1 killer of the game system. The air gets pushed across the face of the heat sinks in order to cool it, and then it goes through the power supply and out. Okay, if the dust builds up on the face side of the heat sinks, the box will run extremely hot, and hotter and hotter and hotter. As that starts running hotter, the airflow coming through the heat sink into the power supply will also be much hotter, which can lead to your power supplies burning out. Okay, it also leads to cracked solder joints, burned out components, just about every issue you could possibly imagine. Now let's take a look at the face side of these heat sinks on this box. I'm going to shine a little light in here. They're actually not too bad. You can see a little bit of dust building up in there. So at this point, his box was due for a cleaning, but not that bad yet. Okay, this dust could also gum up the fan, cause the fan to quit spinning. Major issue there. Alright, so basically all you need to do is take it out to the garage, take an air compressor, blow out the dust from the vents. As you can see here, there's still a little teeny bit of dust, but that's the least of your worries. You just want to get the majority out. You don't have to have OCD and clean it absolutely spotless. You're not washing it, you're just performing preventative maintenance and getting 90% of the dust out of there so that the air can freely flow through your box to properly cool it, so that the air is not blocked on the heat sink, causing it to run extremely hot. That can burn out components or crack solder joints. Also, so that the entire box stays cool, airflow going through the power supply will not be so hot that it's burning out power supply components, because that has to stay cool too. Alright, so when you're cleaning it out, reverse the airflow through the power supply with an air compressor. 40 pounds is about perfect, so that you can blast the dust off of the face side of the heat sinks, blow through the heat sinks, and then once you get the box where you get the majority of the dirt out, it don't have to be spotless again, but the majority of the dirt, then just close it back up. And it's as simple as that for the cleaning and maintenance of your box. Do this once every 2 to 3 months, and your box will live a long and happy life. Alright? Now, when reinstalling your screws on the back side, hold the box in this angle because the screws actually screw straight up and down according to the back side of the box and not in an angle the way the angle is set. So you just set the screws in, put your screwdriver in there, and you'll be able to screw them right in real quick and easy. Now, quick note, lefty loosey, righty tighty. When you go to put the screws back in, turn your screwdriver to the left until you feel it click, and then turn it to the right. That'll prevent you from stripping the screws, because if you just go straight in, with all likelihood you're going to cross thread it in and then you'll strip it. This is a hard drive bay. It opens without the need for any screws. You can remove your hard drive if needed, which is a nice feature for this particular box. I actually like to be able to get in that side, but the other side there's absolutely no need. This is what the box was originally in for, broken HDMI port. Don't move your boxes while it's plugged in. The stock HDMI ports are extremely fragile. They break very easily just unplugging and plugging. Whenever I do a port replacement, I use an upgraded HDMI port that's a lot harder to damage than that one. However, I will be making a video covering the topic of HDMI port replacements, because I've seen a few on YouTube that just will not work for you, and you will destroy your game system trying to replace your own port the way they're showing. And I'll cover that topic in a later video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Happy gaming to you.